Hi Libra. Let's do a combination of the weekly tea and soul therapy combined, okay? I felt the need to do both for you guys. This is good for the sun, rising moon, and Venus sign of Libra. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone that watches. It will resonate with whomever needs to hear it the most. Check your rising moon or Venus sign. If the tarot doesn't resonate, check out my other channel simply called Soma Chandra Tarot, where I read for all 12 zodiac signs. You could find messages there instead. If you would like to book a private reading with me to have a message be personal and just for you, the link to my website to schedule is in the description below. I do have openings this week. All right, let's get into it. I'll be honest with you guys, based on the oracle cards that came out, this seems pretty case specific. So I already know it's not going to resonate with all of you, but I'm having a feeling it's going to resonate with some of you. Libra, there is something that you are meant to let go of so that it will, and when you let go of it, it will make way for something new and it will bring a change for you. And I think that part of the problem is some of you have been over intellectualizing it and rationalizing it and saying, no, 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 it's not my inability to manifest, or it's not my procrastination, or it's definitely not that thing that I'm drawn to like a moth to a flame that I won't let go of that's keeping me from moving forward. It might be just a little bit. It's about timing. Well, that might be true to an extent. I think that because of what's going on in the world, a lot of our dreams have been put on hold. A lot of relationships have become stagnant. COVID-19 has really put a kibosh on a lot of plans. But I think it's a little bit more than those things based on the oracle messages I'm seeing here. It's very clear to me based on these oracle cards that there are some things that you've been attempting to let go of that you need to let go of to make way for something new that some of you have been holding off on, and there's no more time to waste. The more time you waste, the more you're going to miss this window of opportunity for yourself, because whatever you're clinging to that isn't good for you is keeping you in a place of resentment and keeping you from co-creating with spirit. And it's also possibly hurting your self-esteem. So based on these oracle cards, I think that's what's happening for some of you. And let me start with why. The first two cards that flew out of the Animal Spirit Guide deck, The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Krans, which I highly recommend, is Butterfly in reverse and Panther in reverse. I have Snake in the upright at the bottom, which is a cycle meant to bring something new, and Elephant. Elephant is this, this is Ganesh, and she makes way. She tramples something and clears a path and makes a new path for you. And you need to allow that to happen. But because butterfly is in reverse here, and Panthers in reverse, I know that some of you are feeling fragile and frustrated. Butterfly means you're undergoing a great change and transformation. So some of you have been through a major change. And this comes with an amount of discomfort. So you really have to be extra patient with yourself during this time and let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. You need to commit to a daily routine, a meal, a practice, or a prayer done at the same place and the same time. This will do wonders for you. When she's in the upright, she's very cheerful and graceful, but in the reverse, she is fragile and frustrated. To bring her into balance, you need to set up a good routine for yourself. Some of you have no routine right now, and you're having a hard time dealing with this transformation. It usually involves relationships or matters of the heart. Okay. So it is about a period of transition for you. You do need to be extra patient with yourself. Some of you are resisting a routine, and some of you are going down a path of self-destruction, because Panther is the annihilation of the unnecessary and a purging. And the Panther will not stand to see our growth or our energy stagnant in any way. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc. So Panther comes when it sees you doing something that isn't good for you, that needs to be purged. And it's like a tower. The Panther is the tower, and it has the ultimate of intention of bringing us towards a more fulfilling life. It's unexpected, it's uncomfortable, and sometimes it feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see that Panther's wisdom was at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the Panther's journey always leads you to a brighter place. It's about being brave and productive, but in the reverse, it's self-destructive. So I think you guys are trying to undergo a transformation. And I think you've lost something that you thought meant a lot to you. I know you thought it meant a lot to you because moth spirit is here, which speaks to obsession in a very unhealthy way. It's in the reverse, so you're gaining control. Some of you are letting go of something that you were drawn to like a moth to a flame, an obsessive thought, an obsessive feeling, a relationship that was fucking horrible for you that you refuse to let go of. Not all of you, but some of you. For me, this is quitting nicotine. I've just gotten down to 3% with vaping, and I'm right here with you, okay? And when you try to let go of something that you're drawn to obsessively, but it's hard for you to let go of, it does make you feel fragile. It does make you feel frustrated. You do start to self destruct a little bit. But Panther is here because it was called for. Whatever you're letting go of, you probably had a tower moment to make you let go of it. Like maybe you ran into somebody you didn't want to see, or maybe something broke down that you didn't want to break down, but it did. Be patient with yourself, because with elephant here and snake, this makes it very clear to me, again, with panther and elephant both here, panther won't stand to see your growth stagnant. An elephant will clear something out for you and trample it to make way for something new. And it brings wisdom. Always wisdom with elephant. And snake is about not wasting any time. This is the guardian of the unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It's Shakti, the creative life force. And when she comes out, you need to allow her to stir from a slumber. So something that you've been sitting on for a while, probably got pushed down by some other bullshit in your life, is now trying to wake up. When she comes out, she's prosperous, creative, and charismatic. Make haste. You must wrap up a cycle and make way for a new cycle that will bring out limitless untapped potential. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. So you guys have been given an opportunity to allow something new to come into your life. And some of you might be fighting it because it's difficult to let go of the new pattern. But you need to, because with moth spirit here, surrender now. This is something you're meant to be letting go of that was not good for you. And what it was doing to you was making you doubt who you really are. Squirrel is here to tell you to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Whatever this was about, it was making you doubt yourself. Now it's time to co-create with spirit. It's also time to heal. I can see that. And when you do, the magic will work through you. For some of you with time to collaborate, this is about school, work, learning, building. Okay. But co-creation, my metaphor for this is to say that the universe is not a tandem bicycle, okay? Our guides and spirit do not leave us. Have you ever been on a tandem bicycle? If you have not heard me use this metaphor before, it's an important way to see it. When you're on a tandem bicycle, there's a captain and a stroker, the person in the front and the person in the back, and you can both pedal together. If one of you stops pedaling, the other person can pedal and keep the bike going. That's kind of not how the universe works with you. When you stop pedaling, spirit kind of stops pedaling too. It doesn't mean that they're not there for you, but if you are not co-creating with your life, spirit will not co-create with you. They'll just sit back and watch. And then they'll say, okay, he's not progressing, she's not progressing, what do we do? Let's bring in Panther. Let's bring in Elephant. Let's cause some destruction for something that was keeping them all the way stuck in a negative cycle that was not healthy and challenging their belief in their self. So whatever happened, some of you might be resisting it. Don't, because it's making way for something new. It's making way for something new. And all you have to do, Libra, is surrender your fear of change, surrender to divine timing, and surrender to resentment. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, always and in all ways. Whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or a relationship, Or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So some of you are afraid to make a change because if you do, maybe you're going to lose something that you're clinging to like a lunatic that you know is terrible for you. We all do this. We all do this. And I can hear some of you rolling your eyes and saying, I'm not doing that. That's fine. Click off. This message is for somebody. I didn't pick these cards. They jumped out of the deck. So somebody needs to hear this. Don't be afraid of change. Something new will grow in the place of what dies. And surrender to the divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from our ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust in the universal law. So if someone or something in your life is not operating on your ego's timetable, that's your problem and not theirs. Don't push that girl. Don't push that guy. Don't whine. It's not all about your timing. Sometimes it's about divine timing. Maybe things are lining up in the universe for just the right reason. But you have to do all you can to manifest your goal. Just know that if it's not manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust in the universal law and surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. If you're resentful and pissed off at a person, stop engaging with that person. Stop going to that shit job. Look for a new one. Don't just quit, but don't hang on to relationships or situations that make you stay in resentment. If you do that, it's holding on to resentment only poisons you. It doesn't poison another person. Well, it can, but it poisons you more. So keep moving forward towards positive situations. I see you letting this stuff go, which is good. Good, good, good. So let go of the resentments, surrender to timing, and surrender your fear of change. Yes, if you change, you'll lose it. You'll lose whatever was drawing you in. That ex you can't stop thinking about, that shit that your mom put you through when you were a kid, your boss that's an asshole, whatever it is that you're having a hard time letting go of. Once you do, Libra, because there's no more time to waste. Snake is here to tell you there's no more time to waste. Don't be self-destructive and don't get frustrated. Be patient with yourself. Allow for the destruction of Panther and Elephant. It's making way for something so much better. So much better. I promise you that it is. And I don't say the words I promise very often, but that card combination made it pretty clear for me. So whoever needed to hear that, that's your message. I know not all of you needed to hear those messages. I was like, oh, these are intense. I don't know that this is going to resonate with all of them. But whoever needed to hear it, say a prayer for that person. At the center of it all this week is the High Priestess. Pisces, Libra, or Cancerian energy here. You will be being calm and passive. This week, you're going to need to keep your plans to yourself. You're going to need to play your cards close to the vest. The High Priestess is said to have a secret. She keeps her own counsel. She listens to her intuition. I'm forever being asked, Carrie Lee, how do I develop a heightened sense of intuition? Listen to it and believe it. Don't ignore your intuition. You're all so much more psychic than you think you are. I wish you could see yourselves the way I see you, what spirit shows me. Your intuition is usually right. Don't doubt yourself. Believe in your intuition. Get in touch with your sacred knowledge. Sacred knowledge is all the knowledge you have acquired from birth until this very moment. Listen to that divine feminine intuition and sacred knowledge. Okay, I can see that some of you are trying to get over something that hurts. Don't dwell on your regrets. We cannot go back. We cannot go backwards in time. Time is linear here on planet Earth. You can't go back and fix the things that you regret or the failures that you've had. They were just lessons. Disappointment can breed pessimism, but it was just a personal setback and you can move on and forgive yourself. That seems to be the challenge for you this week. I'm seeing some psychic pain. Let go of the negative. You can turn this right into the reverse. As a matter of fact, we're going to for an energetic purpose right there. Putting Earth right on top of it. Everyone's going to let go of their resentment. Everyone's going to keep their own counsel. No one's going to go diving in and chasing anybody, rushing at anybody, yelling at anybody. You're going to be calm and quiet this week. 6 of Wands. What's driving you is victory and success. You want to succeed. I love that this is what's driving you. This is success and public recognition. This is self-confidence. This is progress. That's what's driving you. You want to get the girl, you want to get the guy, you want to get the promotion, you want to be able to put yourself out there. You're feeling prideful. I just heard I deserved something. I remember last week this was here and Spirit said to you, I remember the message now. They said, assume that you've already succeeded. So now you're doing that because this is what's driving you. Last week it was your advice. Hot damn. This week it's driving you. What else is driving Libra this week? Queen of Wands. Okay. That's right. That's what I'm fucking talking about, yo. That's what I'm talking about right there. The Queen of Wands is courageous, confident, independent, determined. She's very passionate. She's magnetic. She's downright magical, yo. There's a Queen of Wands in every woman and every man. So some of you might be getting attention from my fire sign. Some of you might see something. 6 of Wands is sometimes we see something. This might be you seeing someone with somebody that's not you. This might hurt your feelings. Screw that. You're the Queen of Wands and you're with Queen of Wands. That's also a really good hype girl friend. You see yourself as successful, an entrepreneur, a driven person, a passionate person, a fiery, independent, magical person. Well, you're not seeing yourself as that. Like, that's what's driving you. That's good. What's happening deep within for Libra this week? 10 of Pentacles. That's nice. Going for the gold, eh, Libra? So you're really focused on wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and contribution from everyone involved in your life. So you're going for the gold. Deep within, you're focused on your karmic empire, which is stability, family, money. This is what we do here on Earth. 10 of Pentacles. That's nice. Some of you are connecting to a Capricorn, maybe? I just heard Capricorn. And again with Pisces here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What is your advice, Spirit? Your advice is the Emperor. Get control of your life. Establish structure and authority. Be logical, be practical, be reasonable. You can't control anybody but yourself, and you'd best damn control yourself, for sure. Also, some of you are sitting too much, and those of you that have been sitting too much need to walk more. The Queen of Wands wants you to do that. Here's a very in shape person. Here's a person that has to sit a lot for work and doesn't get to leave the castle. If that's you, you know who you are. I'm right there with you on that. What else is Spirit telling you to do this week? 5 of Wands. Get out there and work your way through life, but be part of the solution and not part of the problem. The 5 of Wands is whatever success and recognition you want. You might have competition. Also know that we do not live in an echo chamber. The 5 of Wands can be about tension or disagreements or a group dynamic, but they're sparring. They're not fighting. I love it says silence equals death. You can't be silent. There might be something that you have to work through this week. Fives are about change. They can be about conflict and loss, but the 5 of Wands is like a battle of wills and some push-pull. You might be having a little bit of a push-pull with a person who believes they have authority over you. They'll only control you if you let them, and you can't control them either. You can only control yourself. Good Lord, I hope you're not fighting with your boss or somebody's husband. Other than your own, maybe. There might be something you just have to work through. Your guides are saying, work through the tension. It's dress rehearsal for life. You don't live in an echo chamber. Try to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. But don't be afraid to get in there and work something out. Silence equals death. You're in control of yourself. Okay, don't do nothing. Get out there in life. What's coming in for Libra? What action will Libra be taking this week? What action will Libra be taking? This is the Love is Love Pride deck, by the way. Ace of Wands in reverse. I swear to God, you guys, if I see this Ace of Wands one more time, people, it's been following you around. So here's the delays. Here's the distractions. Here's the snake energy saying, make haste. We've trampled a path for you. Panther and elephant showed up to totally trample something that you were chained and bound to that wasn't good for you. And now it's time for a new cycle. This is the divine timing piece. I swear to God, this Ace of Wands comes out for you guys one more time. There's going to be some delays this week. It's just giving you time to formulate a plan. When the Ace of Wands comes in reverse, the advice is remove distractions. Okay, remove distractions. There also might not be enough growth potential in something right now. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that's why. The new start will not come until you free yourself from the negative cycle. If you guys were having money issues, you're going to come out of that, out of the red and into the black. You're breaking even. You're freeing yourself from negative cycles. You're working through a spiritual impoverishment. You are in a time of recovery. And until this Five of Wands is gone, and until this Five of Cups is gone, just keep at it with this energy. Let this be you. Maybe some of you are having fun with a fire sign this week and it makes you feel really good. You be the Queen of Wands. Every man and every woman must be the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. That's a nice combo. That will help you, and listen to your intuition. That will help you get these fives worked through and off the table. You've got 3. Lots of change the second week in September. I see what you're going for here, and that's beautiful. I just heard one of your guides say, if you make him get a job, and they're referring to an adult child. Okay. How does Libra see themselves this week? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Here's the procrastination. Don't sit on your dreams and miss an opportunity. But at the same time, trust in divine timing. If you're putting yourself out there and showing potential partners, employers, friends, the best of yourself, this new start and this planted seed that will manifest into abundance in your life, and the passion that the cycle with growth potential will come. So you see yourself as maybe missing an opportunity or just not getting one this week. The Devil in reverse. There's that moth spirit in reverse. Yeah. That's because where is it? That's because you're letting go of something that you were chained and bound to that was not good for you. There also might be a lack of desire for something. And if it's just not, because sometimes the devil is good. Sometimes the devil is like, whoo, you're feeling it. There's so much desire for it. So I think you're just not feeling it with something, or you're trying to let go of something that wasn't good for you. I like that the Five of Pentacles was in the reverse for you. I want the Five of Cups in reverse for you, but this was your advice, the Five of Wands in the upright. There is some unavoidable tension that you're going to have to figure out a way to deal with. And if you're the Emperor and you establish structure and authority and be logical and practical and just work through it, it might be unavoidable, that's why that was their advice to you. Show me hidden factors. Hidden factors. This could be a person around you. Hidden factors affecting you. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is definitely a new cycle. If this is this person around you, it's self-love for this person. Okay, they're not ready to start a new cycle with you. This person is healing. I see new coming in. The new will come in. The creative opportunity that's a little blocked up right now will come in once you let the Six of Wands and Queen of Wands energy permeate through the rest of you and help you. Here's the main block. Here's the challenge. This isn't the center of it all. It's the challenge. Look at her. It's just not working. Yeah. Let go of this stuff. And that will let the new come in. How are you feeling this week? How is Libra feeling this week? Temperance in reverse. Okay, so you're feeling a little excessive. You're feeling a little out of balance. You're running a little hot and cold. One minute you feel one way, one minute you feel another way. You might feel like you're not being supported by the divine. You are. You are. This is a time of self-healing, okay? And it's a time of regaining control and not being excessive. It's time to be patient and moderate. Okay, remember the oracle messages that came out. Butterfly spirit in reverse is coming out here. Feeling frustrated, feeling impatient, having a hard time regaining balance. That's okay. Be easy on yourself. You're letting go of some bullshit. I'll be honest with you. I feel like your expectations of yourself are high right now. This is not bad or wrong. This is not bad. I love that this is your goal. Okay, this is what's driving you. Victory and success and feeling like an independent badass, or maybe connecting with this person. I'm not saying don't go at it this strong and hard. The only thing stronger than this would be the King of Wands and the Chariot. And then I'd be like, okay, well, they're really determined. But I think you're pushing yourself to be amazing while you're working through some shit and letting go of something that hasn't been good for you at the same time. Be calm, okay? Be patient. Be passive. Be moderate. Have perspective. Rome was not built in a day, you know? And you're meant to be gaining some structure and authority over your life. How do we do that? How do we get structure? We set up a routine. What is authority? We are sovereign. You know, we only have that authority over ourselves. There's something that you need to work through. Silence equals death. So you have to say something to somebody. Just try to find the balance, okay? And then the new stuff will come in. I feel like this devil's going to go. I feel like you're reclaiming passion. And you're like, I'm only going to spend time around people who support me, who wave their flag for me and build me up. Okay. What else? What is the final outcome this week if they stay on present course? The Eight of Wands in reverse. So here's the slow movement again in the divine timing. So if you're waiting for a message, you're not going to hear it. Cross watchers, Libra's not messaging you. Don't freak out. Libra, don't freak out if there are delays. Don't resist change. It's a time of internal alignment. Watch for impulsivity, panicking because you're not getting the change you want quick enough. Remember, it's not about your ego's timing. It's about the universe's timing, which your ego and you are a part of. But don't be impatient and don't be out of control. It's a time of internal alignment and for you to work through any frustrations. And it's also about resisting change. Don't resist the change. Things are moving slowly. I think it's you're working through something. Last week, it was a matter of timing and you needed to wait. I think we're still in that waiting energy a little bit, but I think you're ready for a change. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I think that it's meant to help you realize that you've been in some situations that were one-sided. This is a time for self-care. It's not going to be a time of pouring it on to other people. It's also where we stop taking breadcrumbing. The Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. But if this is a time where you've been too giving or you've been gullible or you've been giving with strings attached up until now, it's time to take care of yourself. Focus on any unpaid debts, literal or otherwise. And you might be in a situation that's one-sided. If you are meant to see that. So if you don't hear from somebody this week, that's because they're not feeling it. Don't let that dim your light, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is here in reverse. It is time to focus on career and financial independence, knowing your own self-worth. Do not expect reward with no work. Do not overinvest or underinvest in yourself. Bring the Nine of Pentacles into balance. Don't let anybody hustle you. And don't be a princess either. It's a time of self-sufficiency and focusing on independence. You might be connecting to a person who's kind of shallow that's just hurting you. Don't be that. You focus on your own self-worth. The Nine of Pentacles is here. It just needs to get into the upright. It's actually time for some of you, you need to save money. There's some things that you need to bring into balance. Some of you have been dealing with a water sign that's put you in a third party situation and you are all the way done with that. You might be having a hard time moving on from it with the Six of Swords in reverse. Don't do that. It's just hurting your self-esteem. If you have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person, you won't let the tower fall, and it will feed an obsession for a person who's put you in a third-party situation. Period, the end. That's what I'm seeing here. Make sure you have really good boundaries. Spend time with friends. Spend time with people that love you, that bring emotional mastery into your life. It's time to examine the truth of everything. Hold on tightly to your foundation. Something around you has made you question your own self-worth. Yeah. Okay, Libra, so that's your reading, your weekly tea, and also it's soul therapy as well. I hope it resonates with you and I hope it helped you. Book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I hope you guys have a great week. I love you very much. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. I'll see you guys next time.